welcome to CI in 5. The purpose? To get your week started off on the good foot, guiding and empowering new CI professionals looking to find their way, and providing a spark to seasoned practitioners who have lost the love and feeling. The challenge, your favorite lane thinkers sum up what continuous improvement means to them in 5 minutes or less, and in 5 words or less. Think of it kind of like a kata geek going on a speed date. I know, right? This is gonna be fun. Let's do this. Kara Cuzzetto, welcome to CI in 5. Thanks for being here today.
Well, thanks for having me, Sam. This is awesome.
Well, hey, if y'all don't know Kara, you should. She is a continuous improvement queen here. She's been around for about 20 years practicing, and she currently works for King County and practicing continuous improvement in the operations area there in finance. And she works mentoring about 170 folks there and just having a blast doing it. So, Kara, we want to get to it, though. What is your CI in 5?
Empower people through humble leadership. So we do something at the county called process roundings, where we actually go to the Gemba. The staff members is following standard work and showing their process and telling us about rocks in their shoes. And one great example was we went and saw a process down in our benefits department where they were checking retirement. And these poor folks were having to search through boxes and boxes of microfiche to get retirement information. And it was taking sometimes, upwards of 45, 50 days just to find the information to submit to the state retirement office. Crazy, right? So you can imagine that if we had heard about this maybe over email or through, just kind of a conversation, it wouldn't have hit us as hard. But when we actually went down and watched her lifting boxes off of stack of boxes and searching through these little tiny pieces of microfiche to find, like 4 pieces of data. And it took her 20 minutes just to find the box that the piece of data was in, right? And so to see this painful process that we were putting our very smart people through was immediately we thought we have to make a change, right? We have to help these people. We can't continue this. So we did an A3 around this, and we found out that we could digitize this microfiche. And so we put a project together. We did that, and we came back 6 months later, and we said, hey, can you find our retirement data for us? And it took her about 2 minutes. And to be able to see that the relief on her face when we went back and she was able to do this by a push of a button, that's why I'm in this business.
So I'm curious, for someone like myself who's been in the continuous improvement practice for just a few years now, what kind of advice would you give to them to kind of move their practice along?
Get out of your office. Go and see. Go sit by your team members, talk to them, ask them what their process is. We make assumptions from our office all the time, and we really have absolutely no idea what's actually happening on the shop floor. So until we actually go see it and talk to the people and hear about the rocks in their shoes, we can't make any sort of transformational change. And they need to feel like they have skin in the game too. They need to feel like we are listening to them, and they need to be involved in creating the standard work and defining what future state should look like, right? They're going to own it in the end, and they need to have that buy-in.
I'm thinking of professionals like yourself or maybe others who are been around, or maybe if they haven't been around, but are just stuck kind of in their practice of continuous improvement. What kind of thoughts would you give them, or advice would you have for them to spark their practice?
Get a mentor, get a coach, get a thought partner, somebody that you can bounce ideas off of, somebody, who's like-minded, who wants, is hungry about making change and wants to empower people. I tell you, I've had some really great mentors in my career, and I attribute they're the reason I am where I am at, because they were able to not only impart knowledge, but also really support me in a way that I felt empowered to move up and move on.
So for someone like yourself, I can see you have a lot of joy that comes from your practice. So tell me, what in your practice of continuous improvement gives you the most joy?
I think being able to see the rock being able to be removed from their shoe, right? Just that one thing that's driving them crazy. Like, let's just fix it. And once we do, they're like, oh my gosh, now I have this other idea. Can you do this too? We're like, yeah, let's do it. Right? So I think it's just, once you are able to make that one transformational change, you've got them, right? You've hooked them that this stuff is cool and it works and it's easy. Or it should be easy, right?
I love that idea that you've said, the theme that you've had throughout this whole time here of getting rid of the rocks in the shoes. And I think that that's a perfect picture for those of us who are practitioners, to help people get rid of those that they want to keep moving forward and be a problem solver.
Small incremental changes lead to large transformation.
That's beautiful, and a great way to end our time here on CI in 5. Kara, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't connected with Kara on LinkedIn, please do so right now. No, right now, go do it. Connect with Kara. And thank you once again, Kara, for being here again with us on CI in 5 today.
Thank you, Sam. It was wonderful.
Thanks for joining me for CI in 5, the place for you to jumpstart your week and energize you along your continuous improvement journey. So what about you? What's your CI in 5? Would love to hear from you in the comments section below. And of course, would sure appreciate it if you would like, tag, share, or connect. And feel free to join me on my daily journey of 90 Second Purpose, the place where I share with you my purpose, intent, and action for the day and reflect on the previous day's intent and action. Again, 90 Second Purpose is the place to be. Until next week, where you join me with another one of your favorite lean thinkers, stay calm and Kaizen.